There's way too much going on lately, and after speaking to this guy I met in the gym earlier today who's my same age, combined with some comments I've been seeing recently on the channel, it really got me to thinking, and it prompted me to make this video. There's just some things I want to talk about real quick. I'm making this video because I don't know who needs to hear this, but you gotta stop being so hard on yourself, for real. If the shoe fits, wear it. Because let's be honest, there's too much pressure going on right now as we speak. Pressure of being a millionaire in your 20s, or else you're a failure. Or the pressure of going to college and getting a degree just like millions of others just to not land a single job in months of applying. And I get it, it's hard to avoid this pressure when you scroll in your phone and it feels like everyone your same age is doing something big. Or even worse if they're younger. You'll see them buying homes, starting companies, traveling, posting these wins. And I know you're sitting there wondering, why does it feel like I'm behind in life? What the hell am I doing wrong? I promise you when I say this, it's not just you, it's all of us. We're living in one of the most weirdest economic moments in modern history and nobody really has it figured out. Yes, even some of the people you may think are winning, they're not going to show you everything. Right now, it's hard not to feel like you're playing catch up. The cost of living keeps on rising, housing is simply just unaffordable for everyone damn near, and most job listings you think you see are fake, and social media keeps reminding you that someone somewhere has more. Let's put this into perspective. Check out my other video right here where I discussed that in 2025, the average home price in the US is sitting around $420,000 and mortgage rates are hovering near 7 to 8%. For most people in their 20s, that's 7 to 10 times their annual income, and at the same time, the average entry-level salary has barely moved. Groceries, rent, car insurance, you name it, all double digits since 2020. Even the stock market feels like a guessing game lately. So if you've been wondering why it feels impossible to get ahead, it's because the math doesn't add up anymore. You're not lazy for feeling that, you're just aware. A recent Pew survey showed nearly 60% of Gen Z and millennials say they feel financially off track, despite working as hard as ever. It's crazy to say that people with jobs have to work more to have less than ever before, and that says a lot about the world we're navigating. Here's the thing most people won't admit to you though. Everyone's winging it. You might be figuring out a business, someone else might be unemployed, scrolling job listings every day, and another person might have a stable career but still feel unfulfilled. Different stories, but the same feeling we all share right now: uncertainty. Now, uncertainty doesn't mean failure, it means you're in the building phase. It's so easy to forget that your 20s, even your early 30s, were never meant to be the I made it years. Historically, they've always been the messy years, the experimenting, learning, failing, and rebuilding years. The main difference now is that we can see everyone's timeline. We can scroll through 10 people's highlight reels before we even get out of bed. It tricks your brain into thinking you're the only one still figuring it out, but trust me, most people are still figuring it out too. They're just not going to post about it. Let's be real, Gen Z got handed a weird deck of cards. We entered adulthood during an economy that's unpredictable, where housing prices jumped 40% in just 5 years, where student debt hit record highs, and where AI is changing the job market faster than schools can even adapt. A Goldman Sachs report estimated AI could automate up to 300 million full-time jobs in the next decade. That's wild. But if you change your mentality, you could see that it's also opportunity for those who adapt early. The truth is that nobody's secure anymore. Even people who did everything right, the degree, the 9 to 5, the house, they're still stressed, still working extra hours, still searching for that stability you would think they have. So stop thinking you're behind. The world shifted underneath everyone's feet. Look, one of my favorite things to live by, that limits how stressed out I get, is remembering that you should never stress out about things that are out of your control. You can't control the economy, but you can control your focus. You can control how you respond. You don't have to have your dream life built by tomorrow. You just gotta keep building, keep pushing forward. Start small by going to the gym, learning a new skill, save a little more, or post that YouTube video you've been sitting on. Those small, consistent actions compound, and that's where you'll begin to see the bulk of your results. Progress in 2025 doesn't look like overnight success. It looks like learning how to adapt faster than the system changes. That's your advantage. Because if you can stay grounded in a time where everyone else is anxious, you're already ahead, and that's what this video is mainly about. Now let's talk about grace, because it's the part most people skip. Having grace doesn't mean giving yourself excuses. It means giving yourself space. And what do I mean by that? Space to fail, space to learn, space to grow at your own pace. I've had to learn that the hard way too. There were moments where I felt like nothing I did was working, but when I zoomed out, I realized progress doesn't always look like movement. Sometimes it's just establishing those roots before you grow. We're so used to seeing instant results that we forget real growth takes time, and that's okay. Grace looks like saying, yeah, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm showing up. That's the mindset that'll keep you moving, even when motivation fades. Look, this whole you're behind mentality is not even ours. It's something we inherited from a world that doesn't even exist anymore. Our parents chased security because it used to exist. Stable jobs, pensions, cheap houses. We're chasing adaptability because the world we grew up in changed faster than theirs ever did. And the crazy part is, this might actually be our strength. We're learning to pivot, to create, to build freedom in new ways, whether that be through content, through skills, through AI, through community, or whatever option out of the thousands that we have. It's not easy, but it's real. So yeah, maybe you don't have the dream house yet. Maybe you will avoid checking your savings account because you know how rough it is. Or maybe you're working 2 jobs or even starting over. Remember, that's okay, because you're not behind, you're becoming. The world is loud right now. Everyone posting their version of success, but most of it is just highlight reels and filters. What matters is how you move when no one's watching, how you talk to yourself when things aren't going perfect, how you keep showing up when no one claps for you. Have grace on yourself, because when you give yourself permission to grow, you'll look back a year from now and realize this version of you, the one struggling, the one trying to figure it all out, was actually the version that changed everything. If this video hit home for you, you're not alone. We're all navigating this together, learning how to build freedom, stability, and peace in a world that keeps shifting. This channel's for people like us, for the ones who aren't giving up, the ones just trying to figure it out the leveraged way. What we value is freedom in a society where it feels like that is no longer attainable. So if that's you, stick around and leave a comment about where you're at in your journey. How's that business going? Or that job search? Or even if you have no clue right now, you'd be surprised how many people are in the same boat. And subscribe if you want to see what this path really looks like. The ups, the downs, the lessons. I'll be documenting all of it here on this channel. We're building a community of like-minded individuals here on this channel. We're all here for similar reasons, and we're a lot more alike than probably most people you come across in your day-to-day. I know that to be the case by you guys' comments, and the fact that you're even watching this kind of content to begin with. It's beautiful. Watch the journey, because there's going to be way more of us here. As always, I appreciate you for watching all the way to this point, and I'll see you in the next one.